inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's the handoff. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Kotelnicki, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Back to pass, it's Aller. He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
It's complete.
And on a corner route like that, the ball has got to come out quickly. That football is going to travel a long distance, so you got to get it out quick. You got to put enough air under the football so your receiver can locate it. Nice job executing between those two.
The Nittany Lions didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. And avoid having to settle for the field goal.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. The opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass, it's Batir. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him. So a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can just have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
Going right to work up top. The short hands, it's Singleton. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. What a defensive play to stop the scoring threat, make the interception, and then have the return go up near midfield.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
That one comes out hot down the right side. He's got it along the sideline.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense got it. They're on the run. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Penn State! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown. But you create the takeaway, you scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play. And you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I'll tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
First play of the period, first down here. The give. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Now adjusting. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
On the run, still looking. Firing to the right, complete. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes a catch, first down, and maybe a lot more. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? It may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and we've seen it time and time again. You get beat when you kick field goals. That's something that you look back, it's a big stat, so I like the aggressiveness to go for it.
Beck's going for the goal line, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
No reason to risk trying to field that one. As it skips through the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Allen. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Allen. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
It's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Hey, good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Wide open downfield. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. And this passing game has them calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different cast of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
To throw, it's Mateer. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Sooners line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he ends up taking a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Creates a little space. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield on 1st down. And to get rid of it quickly. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. He's got him in the flat.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Sooners will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Space. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. To the air, it's Allard. Fakes to grab. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Reynolds. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. On the move, he fires. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
They kick it away on fourth down. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Runs through the tackle. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here comes the option. Turning it on. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. It's a running room. He's at the 20. Touchdown Sooners. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Now the play fake. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Aller. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's on. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. The quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Motion from the wide receiver. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. Trying play action. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Quarterback running on the draw. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down.
26. Now, a 4th down.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Ole Miss is down, but they are not out of it. Not when that crowd spent the morning in the Grove getting ready for this one. Let's see how those fans impact the rest of this game. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Arkansas. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll move the wide receiver. Toss sweep. Trying to get it outside to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Aller. Going up top. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Trying to take it back. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments. Off play action on first down. Fires left. Got him downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years. But a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays, too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time recruits from high school at the receiver spot. This guy is no different. He has a chance to be the next great Sooner receiver.
Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, they went QB design run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, running back on the move. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense. It makes second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's Aller. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force 4 points.
The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Sends it back in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It leads to second down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on second down. Finds his tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He'll get rid of it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
From the gun to give, looking for room. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rifles it down the middle. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Allen. He's loose. He's into plus territory. Knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Oh, I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Got the first down and still on his feet. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Here comes the heat. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop, and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back. And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really...
Lets it fly. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On target to the left. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Sooners are on the move. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Sategna. It's a seam wide open. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Working that left side now. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Unloads quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw again. Caught behind the line. It's Barnes. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And the point after is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, and they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Pulls it in, it's Pena. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Unloads to the wideout. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got an open man. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
Zings it complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Tight end now in motion. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They'll run play action. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. That leads a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Back to throw, it's Allard. He's going up top here late in the game. Finds a spot in the middle. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
A strike downfield. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got it in the middle, it's Saunders. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. With the run on 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Send the tight end in motion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen. But you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job. Playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Offense with jumbo personnel. On the option. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's on. There we go. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or 2 to answer about that decision. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Aller. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play. And, David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and, man, did they go out and do it.
Yeah, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.